All right, welcome back to the New York Comic Con. I am here with Claudio and his lovely wife, Chondra. And we're going to talk about Key of Z first.
Yes.
Which was, you changed the name, but still the same amazing project. So, give it to me. Explain it to the lovely people.
Key of Z. It's a zombie apocalypse tale that takes place here in Manhattan.
Yes.
All of the arenas around Manhattan Island, we have Yankee Stadium, Citi Field, Madison Square. They're all colonized, and the factions within them are fighting for control over Manhattan Island. And our protagonist, Mr. Nick Ewing, is actually from the house of Madison Square, and he gets kind of positioned in between the two others, and essentially tries to get them to war against each other. And at the heart of it, it's really kind of a tale of revenge, and yeah, that's it. I mean, it's a sort of like the Warriors meets like Night of the Living Dead.
With a lot of sports references thrown in there.
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool. Now, this is kind of a silly question, but I know me and my wife have a plan in case the zombie apocalypse hits to New York. Do you guys have like a plan that you are going to go to?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's a plan,
right,
but our general disaster plan is that we have a pair of Wolverine claws under the bed. So, I mean, it applies to some things. Mostly just run, grab the dogs, bring the claws.
All right.
Grab the dog.
Grab the dog. What? He's going to leave the dogs. I'm going to grab them.
He's like, there's no time for the dogs. All right, well, cool. Well, let's talk about how this idea came about, the CZ.
We actually started working on the idea. It was originally a short story that I had sort of solicited Claudio to write for a second series that was going to be a compilation of short stories about zombie apocalypse in New York City. Okay. The first was set in St. Pete, Florida, and we had done it for USF, which is a college down there. And I wrote a short story for it. So for the sequel, I wanted to include my boyfriend here. So anyway, so it started off as a short story, and when I looked at it, I thought, you know what, this could be a really cool comic. It needs to have art to it, so we changed it up. Key of Z was born.
And you were in it to win it from the beginning. You were like, this sounds amazing. We were like, what kind of crazy story you trying to pitch me, lady?
Yeah, no, I mean, I've wanted to do a zombie tale. I mean, being a fan of the Romero films and The Walking Dead, and I just, there's definitely a vibe of like a Leone Western in there. I mean, I think I drew a lot from, certainly for the character of Nick Ewing, drew a lot from Bronson's character in Once Upon a Time in the West, and it was just something I really wanted to do. And again, I had a lot of fun writing it in prose. I mean, I got to kind of flex that muscle after doing Year of the Black Rainbow with Peter David. So, yeah. But again, just kind of reading it is like something I just wanted to see visuals of. I wanted to see, the Statue of Liberty with a helicopter through its heart, and and things like that. I wanted to see that visual. Madison Square Garden getting destroyed, and just things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I not that I want that for New York. I mean,
not in real life.
With a safe comic form.
Yes.
Nobody gets hurt. Yeah, exactly.
But it's definitely a love letter to New York, I guess.
Yeah.
And to to sports as well. I mean, it's such a big part of our being in New York.
Yeah, exactly.
He likes to say that it has everything that he loves. That he loved as a child growing up. It's just missing wrestlers.
Yeah.
So yeah, you want to see visuals.
Maybe next book we'll have like a little Coco Beware in there.
Oh,
or something.
you got it! You got it!
Yeah, man.